The Super Eagles held their final training session for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations quarter-final fixture against Algeria. 26 players were involved in the training session under the watchful eyes of head coach Eric Chell and his assistants as the players went through the physical and tactical drills. Nigeria and Algeria have met 9 times on Africa's biggest stage, with the Desert Foxes edging the head-to-head, having won 4 to the Super Eagles 3, while 2 matches have ended in stalemates. The Super Eagles have emerged as one of the favorites to lift the trophy in Morocco after winning their opening 4 matches and scoring the most goals by any team. Coach Chell has emphasized the importance of maintaining consistency as they prepare to take on Algeria at the Marrakesh Stadium. Now, Promise Efoge is TVC Sports editor as well as the media manager of the Super Eagles. He joins us from the team's camp on the news at 7. Promise, good evening. Quickly, give us an update about the team in terms of preparations for the big one against Algeria.
Yes, Samson, we just concluded training. We just arrived at the base camp moments ago. Our preparations are intense. Final training sessions just concluded. The team understands it's a huge task playing at the quarterfinals of the AFCON. You know, for a competition like the Africa Cup of Nations, the higher you go, the more difficult it becomes. 7 of the 8 teams in the quarterfinals are former champions. All 8 teams in the quarterfinals are in the top 10 in Africa in terms of the rankings. And so, I mean, that tells you how close these teams are. You talked about the first semi-final game between Senegal and Mali, and you would agree with me that it was a keenly contested one. Mali, despite playing with 1 man down until the end of the game. So the Eagles are ready. I was at the press conference earlier today where Coach Eric Chell did say that he is focused on his team. I mean, despite all the distractions that we've seen or heard about in recent times, he says his job is on the pitch. And he's focused on doing so with his team against Algeria. He also admitted that the Algerian game may be the biggest test for the Eagles at the tournament, but he says he's got the competence and he's got the materials to get the right result tomorrow.
Okay, quickly, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which definitely has been resolved as of now. But Nigerians would like to know, as the ears and eyes of the team, as the Super Eagles finally received payment of their bonuses.
Well, that's a very, very tough question to ask me. I would rather want to be very neutral on this one, but I can confirm to you that the boys have been paid for the round of 16 game they played against Mozambique. Other payments are pending, but of course, we understand that all the payments have been processed. You know, there are a lot of processes to this thing. You know, the money is coming from government through the CBN to the players' accounts, but they have been assured that in no distant time, they will begin to get their alerts into their accounts. And so, aside all of that, I think the players have refocused themselves to the matters on the pitch. They have refocused themselves to why they are here at AFCON. They have focused themselves to the determination that they came into the tournament with, you know, which is to win the AFCON. You know, I've said this again and again, that not qualifying for the World Cup is a major tonic for these players. They do not want to be dissuaded. They do not want to be distracted. And as I said earlier, they have refocused. And everything on their mind as we speak right now is
the game against Algeria. Okay, that's definitely a fine way to put it, and we can only wish the team the very best in terms of maximum points and win against Algeria. Thank you very much, Promise Efoge, for your time on the news.
Thank you so much, Samson.
Thank you so much. That's Sports Wrap. Nifemi has the rest of the news.
Thank you, Samson, for the updates there. That's the news this hour, everyone. Remember, you can get more on our website. It's tvcnews.tv. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG, and we're streaming live on YouTube at TVC News Nigeria. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. See you again at 10 p.m.